What's up, everyone? John Matrixx here with another episode of John Matrixx Talks Movies. Today, we're talking Captain Marvel. Is she the future of the MCU? Kevin Feige says that she is. She will be put front and center as the new face of the next phase of the MCU. Now, what do I think about this? I don't think this is a very smart move. I really don't. I think to have the mantle of being the face of the MCU, I think that title needs to be earned. I really do. When Iron Man came out with Robert Downey Jr., nobody was saying that he was the face of the MCU. That character had to earn that title because Robert Downey Jr. was so great in that movie. He was so great in the Avengers. It was a title that was earned. It wasn't given to him. For one thing, Iron Man was not a very popular character when it came out all of those years ago. SpiderMan really was the face of the MCU up to that point. It really was. And Captain America. Captain America was also more popular than Iron Man. But I think Robert Downey Jr. took Iron Man to new levels. He put Iron Man on the same level as Captain America and Spider-Man. Now, Kevin Feige, this is what he really had to say about Brie Larson and Captain Marvel going forward. It's just, I just don't agree with him on this, but this is what he actually had to say. He said, quote, "When we found out that Brie Larson might be interested in joining our world, we had a number of meetings. She was a huge fan of the character in the comics. I don't know about that, but oh well. One of the highlights of my career at Marvel was introducing her at Comic-Con and having her come out on stage and stand there with literally almost everybody else from our movies. There, she was at the forefront, and it was a great foreshadowing, not just for how audiences were going to embrace Brie as a character, but also for how Captain Marvel is going to take the lead and be at the forefront of the entire cinematic universe." That is the words of Kevin Feige. This is a man whose leadership I have not questioned at all at Marvel Studios. He has made great decisions. It's not a mistake that 23 MCU movies have become very popular. They're all making a lot of money. It's mainly because of his leadership, putting the right people in the right places. Now, Captain Marvel just giving her the mantle of being at the forefront before the movie has even come out. I think to be at the forefront and be the face of a franchise, I think the audience response is a huge part of that. You know, it took Iron Man a while really to be the face of the MCU. He didn't get it from one movie. People weren't saying right before the movie came out that Iron Man is the face of the MCU. They even had a Hulk movie before that. You know, the Hulk movie wasn't very good, but the Hulk is also a very popular character in the MCU. I think the Hulk is more popular than Iron Man overall. But why would he actually want Captain Marvel to be at the forefront of the MCU going forward? I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. When you have Spider-Man out there, Spider-Man is starting the next phase of the MCU with Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, there's been Spider-Man movie after Spider-Man movie. Why? It's because the character is that popular. That is the most popular character in the MCU. They made 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Then they had the 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies. And then now they have 2 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. Nobody was ever thinking about a Captain Marvel movie. Why is that? Because Captain Marvel is not a popular character. She's not. I mean, if they're going to make her the new face of the MCU, what does that say about Iron Man and Captain America going forward? I think this could actually happen. Iron Man will probably be killed off in Avengers Endgame. Captain America probably will be killed off in Avengers Endgame as well, because Chris Evans has said that Avengers Endgame is his last movie. He's not coming back as Captain America again. Now, could somebody else come up and take on the mantle of Captain America? Yeah, there's a lot of speculation that the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, will take up that mantle. Now, we haven't heard anything about Robert Downey Jr. going forward in any other MCU movies. Will there be another Iron Man movie? Don't really know. But I think if Robert Downey Jr. is still out there and he still wants to play Iron Man, he still needs to remain the face of the MCU with Spider-Man. Robert Downey Jr. is great as Iron Man. He is so great as Iron Man. That is your face. Brie Larson, even people that like Captain Marvel, the vast majority of people are really saying that Ben Mendelsohn was the standout in that movie. Nobody's really said anything great about Brie Larson's performance in that movie. So I don't think she's holding up that well with audiences. And if you look at the projections of the box office going forward for Captain Marvel in week 2, it doesn't look that good. It really, really doesn't look that good. But to put her at the forefront of the MCU, that is like saying that Shazam is the new face of DC. We're going to push Shazam at the forefront over Batman and Superman. That's the equivalent. And anybody with half a brain would say that's just idiotic. That is just crazy. There's no way Shazam should be the face of DC over Batman and Superman. Just like Captain Marvel should not be the face of Marvel over Spider-Man. You're already starting the next phase with Spider-Man Far From Home. Just stick with that. Stick with that. Tom Holland, he's pretty good as Spider-Man. I mean, I like the 2 Spider-Man movies. I mean, they're not as good as the Tobey and Maguire Spider-Man movies, but hey, none of them are. So, but Spider-Man is the true face. We still haven't even got a decent Hulk movie yet. I think the Hulk and Spider-Man, they are definitely bigger name characters than Captain Marvel. I mean, the Hulk, he has been super popular going all the way back to Lou Ferrigno in the 70s, playing him on the TV show. Captain Marvel is just not that popular of a character. So this is just telling me that the second phase of the MCU, or the next phase, I should say, is not going to be nearly as good as the first phase. If you're phasing out Robert Downey Jr., that's a big mistake. You got to keep Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU. I mean, he is the overall face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Pay the man whatever he wants if he wants to come back. Iron Man is just he has become so iconic over the last 11 years. Can you imagine an MCU movie, you know, a collaboration like the Avengers without Iron Man in it? I can't imagine that. It won't be the same. It really, really won't be the same. You know, Thor is out there also. Thor is a much more popular character than Captain Marvel as well. I mean, if you want strong female characters, give us a Black Widow movie. You know, Scarlett Johansson is out there. Scarlett Johansson is a great actress. She is great as the Black Widow. Why don't you make her the face of the MCU? Her character, I think, is more popular than Captain Marvel. If you gave her a standalone movie, I think it would be amazing. Scarlet Witch, I think you're doing Scarlet Witch on Disney Plus. But why does she have to be the face of the MCU without a track record? You know? They always say, the old saying goes, nothing's free in this world. But Captain Marvel seems to be getting a free pass. You know, Captain Marvel seems to be untouchable because this is what Disney wants. This is what Marvel Studios wants. So guys, do you think that Captain Marvel should be the face of the MCU going forward? I don't think so, but maybe you do. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.